In your opinion, what is the definition of crack cocaine?
I'd say crack cocaine is a very addictive drug made from coca leaves, illegally used to stimulate your mind. I remember the first time I ever tried it, I was immediately hooked and wanted more and more until I went insane.
Based on your experience, what makes the drug so addicting?
Well, the first time you try it, whether it's inhalation, injection, or even snorting it, you get high in the first 5, 10, 20 minutes. And once you feel that high for the first time, you can't stop and it becomes addicting.
What are some noticeable symptoms when using this illegal substance?
Well, physically, I can remember immediately feeling my heart rate increase. It felt like my heart was gonna beat out of my chest. My pupils dilate. Sometimes when I take in too much, I feel a pinch in my nose and it begins to bleed.
Were there any ways the use of cocaine affected you mentally or emotionally?
Actually, I remember a couple of times I would have severe mood swings. I would be happy 1 second and then mad and screaming and yelling in frustration and aggression the next second at all my family and friends. The drug really makes you feel like you're going insane. You know, you start with hallucinations, then it turns into delusions, paranoia, and extreme insomnia.
Did the use of this drug negatively impact your life in any way?
Yeah, I mean, my dad lost his job because he couldn't sleep at night anymore. He was too focused on where I was, who I was with, or what I was doing. I remember at one point I just stopped going to school and my grades completely dropped. There were so many friends that I had in my life who were trying to help me, but I pushed them all away because I was too far in and I was too addicted. My mom started having regular anxiety attacks when I didn't come home at night. This drug completely turned my life upside down.
What helped you cope with your drug addiction, and what advice would you give to those who are in the same situation you were in?
I would say the hardest part about getting better is admitting that you have a problem in the first place. In my case, I was lucky enough to have a lot of friends and family to show me how much money and time I've spent and wasted on this addiction. You know, it really is impossible to try and get better if your body and your mind don't want to. You need to want to get better and come to the realization that getting better is what's going to save your life in the end. The best advice I can give someone in my situation is to take the time to talk to someone and get help from a rehab center.